to a small room, and I'm gonna ask you, choose a leader, present yourselves, okay? And you don't need to follow the script. You can choose randomly the questions to answer, all right?
All right.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna split you and see you in a minute. Oh, there's more people.
Good afternoon for everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miriam.
Good
Please.
afternoon.
So please accept the invitation, all right? I don't know what happened. Did you receive the invitation?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
Now did you receive the invitation?
Yes.
Alrighty
Yeah.
then. See ya. So if you're hearing my voice, you are in the main room. Say hi to YouTube.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Just me with the camera on. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
I can't believe it.
It's
can't believe it.
it's very dark in here. Let me see if I can fix that. It's very dark in my room because I closed all the windows and the shades. It's very hot in Seattle right now. So I don't have AC. So I try to close all the windows and the shades to keep the sunlight out and
Right.
try to keep it cool in here. So let me see how I look like if I turn it on. I think it looks okay. Okay, that's good.
All right. So let's start this thing. Guys, I'm Manu. I'm from Rio. I'm host here since August from 2020. And I hope you enjoy it. This is the meeting of Maris, but she couldn't attend. So I'm covering her. And I want to know who are you, Amanda?
Oh, hi, I am Amanda. I'm from Salvador, and I don't know how to say my job, sorry. So
What do you do?
I work with Excel, and I did tables like that, something like that.
All right.
Okay. So I am 29 years
Great.
old. Just it.
All right. And how about you, Luis? Who are you?
Hi, you told it. I'm Luis. Hi everyone again. I'm Luis and I live in São Luís, Maranhão. I'm 29 and I'm here to practice English with you all. Thank you.
Thank you. And you, Lucas?
Hello, my name is Lucas. I'm from Taubaté, São Paulo. I am 25 and I study data science.
Oh, great. We have one to talk about artificial intelligence. So, Sergio, who are you?
I'm Sergio. I usually go by Sergio. I've been living in Seattle for about a year, but I've been living in the US for 7 years now. I am from Santa Catarina, Joinville, Santa Catarina. I work with data analysis, and I have a degree in computer science. I just got the invite to join this meeting from my friend Ricardo. He's in the other room. And we have our own little group where we practice English. So he's always sharing this kind of fun activities. So I decided to join and check it out. So this is really nice. I'm really excited to just practice with you guys.
Thank you. And last but not least, I changed the words. Mateus.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Mateus. I'm from Fortaleza. I'm 26 years old. I've been here on TNT for about 1 year and 6 months. And nice to meet you guys. It's a pleasure to be here one more time.
Oh, great. So let's start. What springs to your mind when you hear the term artificial intelligence, Amanda?
Okay. It's keeps my mind about Alexa's. Yeah, when you talk something next to Alexa or on your cell phone, it appears in your computer, when you web some advising. So it's a little bit poor, my vision, but it's only I can remember now. Sorry.
All right, no problem. Don't excuse yourself. And how about you, Lucas?
I think in Alexa too and Siri on my phone, and I think the future. Artificial intelligence is the future.
All right. And how about you, Mateus?
Oh, I think guys, I don't know, but I think in machines, great machines about, I don't know many things about the topic, but I am curious about it because I like to discover about it. I like to talk with Alexa or okay Google, and I really like to discover about it, but I don't know many things. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. And how about you, Sergio?
I don't, nothing specific comes to mind. I was thinking that it was interesting, the references in the movies, especially the last one in there. It was, I don't know if anyone here has seen it, but the Greetings Professor Falcon is a reference to war games. It's an old movie, but it's a very good movie. I recommend it very much. Because it's one of the first references to artificial intelligence, a computer taking over. But we don't have very that many, actual computers that are approaching artificial intelligence. We have a lot of attempts, a lot of people trying it. But when I think about it, I guess I think that it's very far in the future. We're still like ways away from actually achieving any sort of artificial intelligence for any kind of machine. So I feel like it's more of a movie kind of thing still. And for the most part, it's going to be just us really just programming what we want from machines versus actually achieving artificial intelligence.
Okay. And you, Luis?
I actually don't know because it's actually, I don't have anything in mind. I don't know what to say.
You have a cell phone in your hand, and if you talk, I want to buy a pair of shoes, you're going to receive a lot of advertising in Instagram, Facebook. This is artificial intelligence. You have it in your hand.
I got it now. Thank you.
Yeah. So when I think in artificial intelligence, I think I made a course, a really short course, and a woman said that we have a profession called biohacking, that you're going to see the forest, and the first thing that comes to my mind is this new profession that she told. And of course, Google and other things that stole our thoughts when we say something. It's weird. I said once, oh, I need a new mattress, and I saw all the advertisements that I never saw in my life. So This is weird. Let's move forward. So, Sergio, could you choose another question for us?
Absolutely. Let's see. Is there a difference in the number 5? So, do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Let me share the question.
So,
Oh, you don't have the question, please? No?
No.
I'm gonna send here. Question number 5. Is there a difference between artificial intelligence and robots? Lucas.
Oh yes, I think intelligent artificial is like our mind and robots like our body, but I think artificial intelligence are much intelligent now than robots. I think all the robots existing now are not smarter than an artificial intelligence like Google or Netflix, but the robots needs to artificial intelligence to
Yeah.
their activity.
And how about you, Luis? Is there a difference between artificial intelligence and robots?
Don't know. Maybe maybe they are, you know. Not a difference, but a kind of connection between them. Because what I know about artificial intelligence is that it is a kind of simulation of human intelligence process. And I think when combined with data, robots can come through with all the movements, you know. That's why, of course, there is a difference between them because robots are the machines, and artificial intelligence is maybe not is, I'm not sure, to be built. To be built, we needed to use data. I'm not sure, data with algorithms, you know, where we can simulate humans' behaviors or humans, the way that humans usually think, you know. That's why I think there is a connection between them, of course, along with the differences.
Yeah. And how about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I don't know too much about this, but I agree with Luis. It's I think, but I'm not have sure about robots. It's like machines, and AI. It's like a how can I say? It's the system that you use it to make things. Yeah, a lot of things to obtain dates like that. I don't know how much about technology. I'm sorry, but it's very important to talk about this because I heard a lot of, I heard because I don't read in the news about this. It's a time that you don't have private in web, so it's important to discuss about that. So that's it.
Okay. And how about you, Mateus?
What is the question? The question number 5, right?
5. Yes, question number 5.
Difference between. Guys, I think robots is one thing that they program to do something, and artificial intelligence it's one thing to help us in my helping in my needs. Help is to in my, oh my gosh, I forgot the word. I get it confused. So the difference, robots is one thing to they program to do something, and artificial intelligence is something to help me in my routine, in my life, you know.
Yeah, but don't you think that a robot that can wash your dishes, for example, are programmed in artificial intelligence to think that he will wash your dishes?
I think robots and artificial intelligence has one connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a connection because the artificial intelligence has connection with robots. Like the artificial intelligence know when we need something. It's like for example, like last week I was thinking about I will Google something and I say and very slow very low. I want to Google. I would like to Google something, and when I open my cell phone, was there. I don't know what happened, but when I open, was that what I just think and say very low. So I has this connection between artificial intelligence and robots.
Yeah. And how about you, Sage?
I think that they are definitely different, but the robots they are just a means, right? So they are something where artificial intelligence could live if we were to actually develop it. So the same artificial intelligence could live in any kind of computer, right? So you can have it just in your desktop or a laptop, or you can be on your phone, like you mentioned. So if you have, like you mentioned, like a robot for cleaning, maybe you have just a cleaning robot that in general sits in your house, but it can by itself understand that, hey, the dishes are dirty, so I have to clean it. So now we have a robot that it also has artificial intelligence. But it could also just be, artificial intelligence could be completely separate from robots. And if your robot is just designed for cleaning dishes, it's not necessarily artificial intelligence, it's just that's what it does, right? So when it reads that there is dirty dishes, it does that, and that's the only reason it exists for. It doesn't think about cleaning dishes. It's the only thing it's programmed to do, right? So it's a little different. So I think that it's just one of the connections it has is that artificial intelligence can go in several different places. So robots is one of those places.
Yeah, but a robot can be programmed to see the dirty dishes, right?
Right. And that's it's different from artificial intelligence, where in the sense that computer vision is also a field, right? In computer vision, it's different from artificial intelligence in the sense that we can program a computer to just identify things. So we can just feed a bunch of images to a computer, and then it will recognize those images, but it won't by itself just think, hey, I am programmed for cleaning. And then if I never fed it like dirty dishes as images, it won't naturally know that dirty dishes are something it's supposed to clean. But if it had artificial intelligence, it might, right? It might understand, hey, if I'm programmed to clean, maybe I should also clean dishes, right? So I have to actually actively program it to do it. So that's the main difference between artificial intelligence and computer vision.
I understand, because I thought that was a connection between the two of artificial intelligence and robots.
Yeah, there is, in the sense that we consider that you can train it so much that there is like a threshold, right? You train the computer so much that at some point it might achieve computer artificial intelligence. So we think that there might be a way to train it to a point where now we can start developing its own understanding of things. But we haven't achieved that point yet. So far, we can only teach the computer what to do, and it feels like it's artificial intelligence because we have so much data and we give it so much information. Like Google has access to everything, right?
Yeah.
We have our phones in ourselves, and they can read and listen and see what we're searching for. So they have all this information about us. So it feels like they really know everything and predict it, but in fact, they just have all that information about us. So it's easy for them to make that analysis. It's almost like magic.
Yeah, and I don't know, but I am 40. I grew up watching The Jetsons. I don't know if you read it. So
Yes.
when I was younger and I watched this cartoon, I said, oh my gosh, when I was 40, I will have a robot maid, and I don't know where she is.
It's my dream. I really want that made.
I don't know, but I dream about that. So guys, let's move forward. Amanda, could you choose the question for us, please?
Okay, just a minute. Number 7.
Number 7. How would you like artificial intelligence to help you? You can start to answer, Amanda.
Okay, I have some ideas about that because I have a lot of choice to do, and some choice, I guess, text. Yeah, text. I mean, I guess it's better text. So I probably would like to help me to do text, simple text. So simple text that I don't need much think about that. It's not complex. It's very simple. So like plain some text. Yeah, some. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a robot to help me in some tasks, like cleaning my house, washing my dishes, and cooking for me. That's the basic. That's the basic, guys.
Yeah. It's like I really like the idea of the robots that I don't know how to say. So yeah, one of the things I want to buy. Yeah, I'm save money to buy the robot that cleans my house.
Yeah, and my dream when I was younger and I watched the Jetsons, it's the machine that you put your hands and you oh my gosh, I forgot how to say, and you took off, tirar.
Yeah.
Take off.
Pull it out.
Pull it out.
Put out, and my nails are all used.
Oh yeah.
They had this machine. I remember this now. They had this nice. The mother put the hands and put out, and whoa, beautiful.
It's an amazing idea.
And Amanda, did you mean a vacuum cleaner like a Roomba?
Yeah, I would like that.
And how about you, Luis?
Let me see what is the question here.
Question number 7.
And how would you like to help you? Money.
Oh, great.
What is the problem, yeah, I'd like to artificial intelligence to be able to help me how to make money. I know that today it is possible, but for me it's like, how can, for example, how to choose an idea or a framework that can work for me in the future, something like that. Hey, I can choose this type of business here, and by this time next 5 years or so, it will give me money, something like that.
Great. And you, Sergio?
I think what you need is a time travel machine. Go into the future, see what's working, come back, and then create it first.
Great.
So I think that is very similar to everyone else, like just basic tasks. For example, I'm just looking at my desk and I hate how much dust is on my desk. So I just want a machine to clean it because I hate doing it. You have to take it all off and then you have to clean it and put it back on. And then 2 days later, it's full of dust again. I hate it. I want a machine to do it. I don't want to do it. There are some machines that we have that are almost there, so like dishes. I know it's not as common in Brazil yet, but like we have dishwashers, right? But they don't pick up the dishes from the sink and put it in themselves. Yeah. I want that, right? I want them to do it by themselves. Like do the whole thing. I don't want to have to put the dishes in and then take them out and put it in the cupboard. Do it all.
Yeah.
So like it's so close. So I want like to really not have to do any of the basic tasks. Just do it all for me, so I don't
Yeah.
have to do any of those little things.
High five here again.
Is
Or
it
we're gonna be so
possible-
fat.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Hey,
god.
Hey, Sergio. Hey, Sergio, I have a question. Is it possible? Is it like by using or by combining, for example, computer vision, of course, with machine learning and the robot that is like a human, of course, humanoid robots. Is it possible to build a machine like that by combine these three things in a way that they could realize those tasks that you just mentioned?
It is actually pretty simply. Actually, yeah, it's not difficult at all. The only issue is they're usually going to be static. They're going to be in the same place. It's harder to make them move. So like even with the dishes, we can very easily create an arm, a robot arm that has some kind of, you know, a camera in it that identifies dirty dishes and moves the dishes into the dishwasher. And then once it's done, it opens it and then removes it out. But the problem is it's going to be just there, and it's a huge robot arm that's sticking out on top of your, you know, but it's possible. It's actually very easy to create. It's just, I think the biggest difficulty, like the hardest part for this is that it's very expensive. Like you see, creating those kind of robot arms, it's not something that you can manufacture in bulk. There's no like manufacturing line, but it's gonna be like building several arms at once, like a car. So it's gonna be custom build. It's made just for your house, so it's very hard to create it. On top of that, you also have to feed a lot of images that are specific to your house as well. So you have to feed that machine with your specific scenario, and that's also very difficult to build. So it's just it's hard to create something that works for everyone and you can mass market it. So that's why you don't see that being sold yet. We are not quite there on teaching those machines how to do it for everyone.
It's like to change all the houses, you know, all the places to follow pattern. So maybe the machine could learn more quickly.
Exactly, because you can see like it's similar to a self-driving car. If we can teach a car how to move through roads and they're all different, you can teach a car how to identify dirty dishes from your sink and move them inside of a dishwasher, right? Because it's much simpler than identifying a bunch of moving people and then lights. You know, it's actually trivial compared to a self-driving car. But self-driving cars is easy to sell, or easier than something as complex as just dishes, because people just think about it like I can move my dishes. I'm not going to pay $10,000 or 10,000 reais for something that just moves dishes to my dishwasher.
Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much today. And how about you, Mateus? Question number 7.
Oh, basically, guys, this is what happened with me when, as I say, when I Google something, my mobile already know. So the intelligence already help me all the time. But I would like to get in more, like when we talk about China, we can imagine a lot of kinds of machines that can do many things at the same time. But I'd like to have a machine in my house, like to do my homework. This is my dream too, guys. Yeah, that's all.
I think that the dream of everybody, a robot to do all the tasks.
Yeah, but this dream, it's so expensive.
Yeah. And you, Lucas?
I think I'd like to have a house like the movies, how automatically I can just.
When you clap your hands, light on and clap twice and
TV
light off. Yeah.
Like this, and I think I'd like to have a robot like those mixed movies.
Yeah, I must agree with Sergio. We all must fat.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's it's going to be really, really fat.
Yes.
Or we are going to have more free time to do something outside of home. I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
So, Lucas, could you choose a question for us, please?
Oh, number 2.
Number
What's
2.
that then? Yeah.
What are the dangers of artificial intelligence? Luis.
Oh, that sucks. I don't know, because I can see, in any danger, when it comes to using artificial intelligence in our life. I can see only the benefits, that could come from it. But I can't deny that it can offer I would say, like, it has, the downsides, And what I mean is, like, repetitive tasks, can be replaced by robots that use, artificial intelligence. And this, could be horrible, especially for us Brazilians that do not have access to a high quality of education. We are not well qualified, to use artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all these technologies combined. That is the problem that I can see. But in a nutshell, I think we will have access to new professions, new ways of making money. That is what I can see in the upcoming future.
Yeah, I think for me, the dangers are that all the companies has my datas when I talk, and I can only think on scientific movies that I watch, and I really believe that we are going to die because of the machines. Like, I don't know, Terminator, something like that. I don't know. I'm not a psychic, but and how about you, Lucas? What are the dangers?
I think it's a little, I agree with you about data and companies have our data, and I think it's a little dangerous because they can manipulate us using our information, for example. And there are many cases and elections are manipulated by data, and I think it's dangerous for democracy, and they can manipulate our opinion about, I don't know, environment or politics, economics, and I think it's bad, and it's a little dangerous because the computer, the companies wants to say for us using data that things are good and everything will be okay, but it's not true, and
Yeah,
certainly we believe in that because
I loved it, your answer. I loved it. And for you, Matheus?
I think, you guys, it's dangerous because we don't have privacy. The machines
Yeah.
already know what I'm thinking. And
what we do.
Yeah, and what I need. So when we compare with humans, the humans cannot do this, but machine, yes. So this is a danger. It is danger because we don't have privacy. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video. I don't know where, but my mother knows me. Don't know me. Oh my gosh, I can't formulate this sentence. Google knows me better than my mother. So that's freaking. And how about you, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm worried, but my private too.
Yeah, and you, Sergio?
I have so much to say about all that.
And please do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not your choice. Yeah, I can say yes to this. Yeah, it's complicated because I watch documentaries about this, and I see some people that choose that not to be in the internet on some apps, but it's complicated. You say no alone. Yeah, it's complicated because don't change the system. Yeah, so
Right.
yeah, I don't know.
No, you're right, and I think that the trade-off is so hard, right? Because we all want the privacy, but we want to be secure, but we also really like going back to a website and seeing that the stuff that we put inside of a cart is still there. Like we want that, because it's useful. So we were shopping and we leave the website and we go back, oh, it's still there, thank God. Or we see, like that recommendation, like, oh, I really need this thing, it's great. They know what I want. And then later on, we're like, oh my God, they know everything I want. It's complicated, like they offer certain things that we really want. And at the same time, we don't want them to know everything, but we don't have control over how much they know.
Yeah.
It's a weird trade-off. But if we talk about artificial intelligence and the dangers, I think one of the biggest dangers there are is how much we let the artificial intelligence do for ourselves that we don't know about. One of the biggest issues that we see right now is that, for example, with the incarceration system, like how people are identified, like for how long they go to prison, for example. I don't know how things work now in Brazil exactly, but here in the US, one of the things that we identified is that people, there is different prisons of work. They're all private, so they work in different ways, but they all purchase systems that are based on artificial intelligence or machine learning. More specifically, they're trained to like read someone's profile, read their information, their data, and identify for how long they should be in prison for, depending on what they did. But people depending on what their race is, like people of color and people of poor communities, they're always targeted to be in prison for longer because they've been trained on data that considers those people somehow worse offenders, and we just accepted those machines to do that for us, and people took years for us to realize that those machines were doing that, so that the code was doing that. And even after we did realize it, we didn't fix it. So people have been going to prison for the same crime, sometimes for twice as long, just because some code, some kind of artificial intelligence told us to. And that's insane, right? So that's the kind of danger that I think is really the thing that we should be paying attention to. How much do we let machines do for us and we just forget about? We think the machine is doing great and we don't pay attention to anymore because it affects real lives and we don't even realize it. It's really it's chilling. Like it gives you goosebumps to think that people are going to prison for so long based on their race or based on their background or how much money they have. It's really terrifying, and I think that's a real danger that's happening right now, and people don't even realize that. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked about this information. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
They say, where can I read about it?
I can find some links. I learned about it on a TV show from HBO. It's Last Week Tonight from John Oliver. I can send you a link for that episode, but also try to find some articles that talk about it, because it's not like it's on the news. They don't talk about it because these prisons, the prison system in the US is basically all private. They are owned by private companies. They don't want people to know that they're doing this. It's not like it's in the big news in the newspaper or being talked in national news or even international. So it's hard to find the details, but I know about the specific show. I can send a link in chat. Is that okay to put links in chat?
Yes, you
Right.
can, please, can do it.
And there's also one that I wanted to share that's related to this, that it's about, we're talking about how much data there is that, and how companies know about what we were thinking, and they know how to send stuff to us and advertise to us. There is a great thread on Twitter about from this data privacy person that I follow, and he explains exactly how they get information from us, even if it's not something that we talked about or searched for. So how do they get that information, and how they end up advertising to us. Sometimes it's something that your family member searched for, or someone that is a friend of yours, and he explains exactly. It's in English, but it's also good practice, right? So take a look at it. I'll post the link. It's very good content, and you're going to learn exactly how that happens.
He says, you're saying that, for example, even if I don't go search something on Google, Google can recommend something based on my parents' behavior, because
because you're in the same internet, right? So if you're connected to the same Wi-Fi, or if your friends are near you, because they also have your GPS location, right? So they know your friends on Twitter, or your friends on Facebook, or your friends on some kind of social media, Instagram, or you're closely located. So you're in the same area or in the same Wi-Fi. They know you're close enough. And then if those people make those searches, it makes sense to them to give you that advertisement, because they just assume they have related, topics of interest. So you don't have to search for it. Your friends can be searching for it, and they will still know you're like related to them. It's insane. I just posted the link. Take a look.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yesterday, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and all of a sudden, YouTube recommended for me a kind of video where I could find, for example, the one that is my one. For example, let's imagine that I'm chasing a girl, and AI could help me to, to find a girl that matches, my profile. And how come YouTube is recommended this for me? And maybe because of that,
my God.
guys, it's really interesting, because you have to watch this on YouTube. It's from YouTube Originals videos, where this film was brought out to show to us that AI can somehow find someone that matches what we are looking for. I don't know how, but it can.
So guys, I'm gonna bring everybody back because we are running out of time. We have 99 minutes to the end. I love the conversation. I learned so much today. Thank you for all of you. Thank you, Sergio, because Sergio gave us a class today. Thank you so much. And I'm really shocked about the prison.
Hey Manu, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Can I ask a question for Sergio? Hey Sergio, what should I learn about artificial intelligence? What kind of programming language should I learn so that I can stand out from the crowd in the future? Because you know that, for example, I am an engineer, and we have doctors here, people from different areas, but we have to use technology in the future, so we do not get relevant, to the market. What can I learn?
I'd say you can do artificial intelligence and machine learning with pretty much any programming language these days. So I'd say pick the course that teaches you as much as possible about the topic using Python, because it's very easy to learn, very accessible, but then so you won't be like, it won't give you a lot of trouble in the programming part, and you will learn as much as you can about actual machine learning. So you can, learn about the topic versus having to worry about learning about programming, right? Although I think you already are a programmer, right? So you won't have to worry about that too much, but then you don't have to worry about those little things. You can just focus on machine learning specifically. I don't have any course in mind that I can give to you, but I can find some very smart people on the internet that talk about those topics all the time, specifically like on Twitter, and they are usually sharing those all the time, a lot of resources. So I can put some of those on the chat before we finish here.
Got it.
All right, thank you. Hey guys, how was the conversation in the other room? Who was the leader? Wants to share?
It was me. It was nice. I think it's a complex subject. It's a lot of things we must think about, but it's something that we must talk about, because the artificial intelligence is here and it will not go anywhere else. We
affects our
must
lives
learn
too.
about.
Yeah, I totally agree, and affects our lives every day. And how was the conversation for you, Fernanda?
It was really nice because we have opposite sides on our conversation. Some people think that they are great and save the world, and some people think they're gonna kill everyone. And I think that was really productive.
I'm this person in the main room. Artificial intelligence, we're gonna kill us all. And I hope to preserve the nature. I hope that. So guys, it was a good conversation. Oh, I'm gonna send here on the chat the link of the feedback. Please enter the feedback. It's very important to the project. You can suggest subjects for us to talk to, and for us to grow more and more, to people have access to English and the other language we offer. So guys, have a nice weekend. God, I'm sorry, because my meeting is on Friday. Yeah. So have a nice week and have a nice Monday for you guys. Thank you so much. See ya on Friday, 5 p.m. My